Is this good?
Why does every keyboard look like this? The QWERTY keyboard is overrated. Okay, so this top strip here, there is a 99%
Okay.
chance.
xQc, thank you for making
I'm gonna say it ahead of time. I think it's because at the time they had a keyboard A, B, C, D, F, G, and they had typewriters, and secretaries and writers got so good at it that they started breaking the keyboards, and the machine started breaking because they were too good at it. So they just randomized the letters.
That on your keyboard, it's QWERTY. QWERTY. We all have these QWERTY keyboards. There's probably even one in your pocket on a screen. But why? Why is this pattern of letters so familiar?
This, of course, is the keyboard.
But why, of course? QWERTY was just one person's invention from the 1870s.
Hello.
It's almost 140 years old, yet it's still the standard.
All of these machines are alike in many respects.
We all use it but don't know why. That's the definition of overrated. And it turns out that this little keyboard is the subject of intense debate, some lies you've probably been told before, and a few real explanations that might surprise you, including an old-fashioned cartel.
Maybe I'm right? Maybe I was lied to.
Lots of people have tried to arrange these jumbled
Debate, maybe.
letters. There was a half-century period of indecision, debate.
Love you,
Thanks so much,
In the
Amir.
1840s, Hughes Printing Telegraph arranged the keys like a piano keyboard. Or look at Hansen's writing ball from 1865. People's fingers pecked at this thing. The letters varied per version, but they showed up in this pattern.
This is like a torture machine, dude.
This 1868 typewriter looks weird too, but it was the start of something. The inventor was Christopher Latham Scholes. He looked like typewriter Santa Claus, and he kept going. In 1870, he developed a pattern like this. As of 1873, he'd come up with a keyboard that looked a lot like QWERTY.
Oh, so I was
There were
wrong.
quirks. Notice that period where the R should be, and the A and Z are flipped. The M also sits next to the L. Remington, a company that made machines for shooting and sewing, bought the design. Suddenly, they were in the typewriter business. The design Scholes patented in 1878 was basically
What? I was
QWERTY.
wrong.
Along with the numbers, the only weirdness is that M next to the L and the C and X are flipped compared to a contemporary keyboard. The
I was
company that
lied to
made
by the schooling
Remington
system.
typewriters was soon sending out sales packets with the QWERTY we know and love. But that doesn't quite explain how QWERTY got big. There are urban legends. Ones that QWERTY was designed that way to keep typewriter keys from jamming. But lots of designs could
Yeah, see? He said it.
Lots of designs could do that. And there's not a lot from jamming, but lots of designs could do that. And there's not a lot of good evidence that that's why QWERTY was designed. Other options were even still around in 1890, like the Merit typewriter. You moved this handle to the right spot for your letter and pressed down. The letters weren't in QWERTY. They were in a big, long strip that looked like this. So it was a coupe-hitch keyboard. Many typists believed it worked as well as QWERTY, but the best evidence of all that QWERTY wasn't the perfect design might be this invention from 1889.
Wait.
The keyboard? Not QWERTY, but xQc. The inventor? Christopher Latham Scholes, the guy who invented QWERTY. He created it just before he died. Even the creator of QWERTY.
I just get it. I got it.
xQc twist my
You have two hands, and it's bad to use most commonly used letters with one hand. So if you have all the vowels in reach of your main hand, A, E, O, U, I, Y, then
Isn't settled on QWERTY. And that's where the cartel comes
it's usage analytics optimization.
Look at this king. He has something to do with QWERTY.
He's jumped out the
See the
wazoo.
label on his crown? Trusts. In the 1890s, many companies merged into trusts that allowed them to fix prices and control markets. In 1893, that happened with typewriters, when some of the biggest manufacturers came together to form Union Typewriter Company.
Why is a half vowel?
Manufacturers cared most about price and technical improvements, like how the typewriter worked. But there was another effect of the trust. The biggest company made Remington typewriters, and they used Schulz's QWERTY keyboard design. The truss did the same. Most experts think the truss didn't work to fix prices. It had trouble beating innovative competitors, but their market power did fix a pattern on the keyboard. And there's one more reason why that pattern stuck.
Google says that a Y can be a vowel or a consonant depending on how it's used. So by definition, it is a half vowel. I was right and you're wrong. Fuck you!
Look at
Fuck
these old
you, man!
Or these early typists. Now you might notice that most of these students are women. That is worth noting. But for the story of QWERTY, it's more important to notice that they're in a class together. Typing wasn't like it is today.
Okay, that was a cool video. Okay, chat.